Named after the state of New Jersey, the U.S.S. New Jersey BB-62 was ordered on July 1st of 1939. She would be built at the Philadelphia Navy shipyard, and her keel would be laid down on September 16th of 1940. The U.S.S. New Jersey would be launched on December 7th of 1942, and her sponsor would be Carolyn Edison. She would be commissioned for the first time on May 23rd of 1943. She would be listed as an Iowa-class battleship. The ship would displace 50,454 standard tons, later increased to 59,065 standard tons with a full load. The U.S.S. New Jersey would be 887 feet, 7 inches long, with a beam of 108 feet, 1.4 inches, with a full load. Her draft would be 41 feet aft and 39 feet forward. She would be armed with 9 16-inch 406mm 50 caliber Mark 7 guns, 25-inch or 127mm 38 caliber Mark 12 guns, 80 40mm 56 caliber anti-aircraft guns, and 49 20mm 70 caliber anti-aircraft guns. Her armor belt would be 12.1 inches thick with 11.3 inch bulkheads. Her barbettes would range from 11.6 inches to 17.3 inches with a turret thickness of 19.5 inches. She had a main deck thickness of 1.5 inches and a second deck thickness of 6 inches. When launched, the ship carried 2 catapults and had 3 Vought OS-2U Kingfisher float planes. The call signs of the U.S.S. New Jersey would be NEPP, and her hull number would be BB-62. On February 10th of 1945, Admiral Spruance led the U.S.S. New Jersey and the rest of the Fifth Fleet to the Bonin Islands in support of the invasion of Iwo Jima. The goal was to secure a base to escort and recover B-29 bombers attacking Japan from the Marianas. On February 16th through the 17th, to prevent kamikazes from interfering with the landings, the New Jersey escorted the first major carrier strike against Japan. From only 60 miles off the Japanese coast, Fifth Fleet's planes blasted airfields and aircraft plants. They destroyed shipping and over 500 aircraft around Tokyo in what Admiral Mitcher called the greatest air victory of the war for carrier aviation. The New Jersey then covered the carriers as their planes bombed Iwo Jima during and after the Marines' landing on February 19th. The New Jersey shot down more Japanese planes during this time, and after serving for 5 years, the ship would be decommissioned on June 30th of 1948. She would go on to be recommissioned 4 more times, each time receiving upgrades. The ship would return to service on November 21st of 1950. Her aircraft would be upgraded to carry the Sikorsky H-5 helicopter. U.S.S. New Jersey fired 3 times more 16-inch ammunition in her first tour in Korea than she had in World War II. Her 16-inch guns could range 20 miles inland, outdistancing Army artillery and demolishing targets that have survived repeated air attacks. Her 16 and 5-inch guns destroyed enemy bridges, tunnels, road and rail junctions, railroad yards, trains, bunkers, trenches, troops, mortar pits, artillery positions, shore batteries, supply dumps, ammo dumps, a dam, and an oil refinery. An aerial spotter said the New Jersey put every shot on target. Most beautiful shooting I have seen in 5 years. General Allman praised the New Jersey's fire for its devastating effect on enemy morale, equipment, and personnel. After a 7-year service run, the U.S.S. New Jersey would again be decommissioned, this time on August 21st of 1957. After her recommissioning On April 6th of 1968, she would see many more improvements. Her displacement would increase to 61,000 tons with a full load. She could now be propelled by 8 650 psi M-type boilers, and she would have a top speed of 33 knots. Her complement would be 1,921 officers and men. The ship's sensors and processing systems would be upgraded to AN/SPS-49 air search radar, AN/SPS-67 surface search radar, and an AN/SPQ-9 surface search gunfire control radar system. When it came to the electronic warfare and decoys, the U.S.S. New Jersey would have an AN/SLQ-32, AN/SLQ-25 Nixie decoy system, and have 8 Mark 36 SRBOC Super Rapid Bloom rocket launchers. Her armament would be improved by adding 9 16-inch 406mm 50 caliber Mark 7 guns, 25-inch 127mm 38 caliber Mark 12 guns. The ship would also carry a Gyrodyne QH-50 drone. From October 23rd of 1968 to April 1st of 1969, the New Jersey provided fire support to American troops from Quang Ngai to the DMZ, including Da Nang, Hue, Phan Thiet, Toi Ho, Con Tin, and Cam Ranh Bay. Her guns destroyed enemy troops, rocket launchers, anti-aircraft sites, trenches, bunkers, tunnels, and supply dumps. Some of these targets, too fortified to be destroyed by artillery or aircraft, were demolished by the unmatched penetrating power of the New Jersey 16-inch guns. On November 25th and 26th of 1968, she destroyed or heavily damaged over 300 bunkers, tunnels, and other structures. She supported the 1st and 3rd Marine Division in amphibious and land assaults, and continuously fired for hours when Marine outposts were surrounded and attacked by Communist troops, including on February 22nd and 23rd and March 31st of 1969. It was estimated she saved 100 lives every day she was on station. During her 4-month tour of Vietnam, U.S.S. New Jersey fired 5,688 16-inch shells and 14,891 5-inch shells. Over her career, New Jersey fired more shells in combat than any other battleship ever built. The U.S.S. New Jersey would again be decommissioned and this time on December 17th of 1969. The U.S.S. New Jersey would again be recommissioned on July 27th of 1981. Her added armament would include 9 16-inch 406mm 50 caliber Mark 7 guns, 12 5-inch 127mm 38 caliber Mark 12 guns, 32 BGM-109 Tomahawk cruise missiles, 16 RGM-84 Harpoon anti-ship missiles, and 4 20mm 76 caliber Phalanx CWS guns. She was capable of carrying up to 4 helicopters. However, she would carry 1 RQ-2 Pioneer UAV. The advantage to this was that the RQ-2A provides field commanders with real-time reconnaissance, surveillance, target acquisition, and battle damage information. Ground controllers pilot the aircraft over its 185-kilometer or 115-mile range. The RQ-2A can be recovered by flying into a large net aboard a ship or by using a tail hook and arresting wire on land. Its small size and composite materials make the RQ-2A difficult to detect visually and on radar. On December 28th of 1982, the U.S.S. New Jersey was placed in commission personally by President Ronald Reagan. This made her the only American battleship ever commissioned by a sitting president. Reagan opened by saying, "I find myself deploying great respect for the leading lady in these ceremonies. She's gray, she had her face lifted, but she's still the prime of life. A gallant lady, the New Jersey," he proclaimed. "I'm honored to be here for the recommissioning of this mighty force for peace and freedom. Putting this great ship back to work protecting our country represents a major step towards fulfilling our pledge to rebuild America's military capabilities." Reagan explained the importance of this magnificent ship. The U.S.S. New Jersey better showed what she could do on February 8th of 1984 when she carried out the heaviest shore bombardment since the Korean War. Her main battery sent 288 16-inch rounds 15 miles inland, silencing artillery positions, shelling Beirut, and killing the general commanding Syrian forces in Lebanon. The New Jersey also fired her 5-inch guns in support of the Marines ashore on several occasions. Later, during February of 1984, Lebanon's army collapsed, making peacekeeping impossible. President Reagan ordered the Marines to withdraw to their ships. Most had left by February 26 when the New Jersey fired 13 16-inch shells after U.S. reconnaissance planes were fired upon. The U.S.S. New Jersey would be decommissioned again on February 8th of 1991. With defensive budgets being drastically cut, the battleships and their large crews were seen as uneconomical. Moreover, the U.S.S. Iowa had suffered damage by an explosion while firing its 16-inch guns in April of 1989. The cause has never been fully explained, but the incident called attention to the age of the ships and their guns. The damaged Iowa was decommissioned in October of 1990, and then it would be decided the New Jersey would be next. For that reason, she did not join the recently reactivated U.S.S. Missouri and U.S.S. Wisconsin when President George Bush ordered them to the Persian Gulf after Iraq invaded Kuwait on August 2nd of 1990. They launched cruise missiles and provided gunfire support during Operation Desert Storm, which began on January 15th of 1991, and liberated Kuwait by February 28th. Wisconsin and Missouri were decommissioned themselves in September of 1991 and March 1992, respectively. On January 4th of 1999, the battleship U.S.S. New Jersey BB-62 would be stricken from the Navy. Her nicknames included the Big J as well as the Black Dragon. Her motto would be Firepower for Freedom. She would go on to be the most decorated battleship in the United States naval history. She would receive 19 battle stars and awards. These were results of her major combat operations during World War II, where she received 9 stars in the Pacific Theater. She received 4 more during the Korean War and 3 more during the Vietnam War. She was also in Lebanon as well as the Persian Gulf. She would also receive the Navy Unit Commendation, or the NUC, and the Combat Action Ribbon, also with a star. On September 23rd of 2001, the U.S.S. New Jersey was moved to her permanent berth at her new ceremonial pier in the Camden waterfront facing Philadelphia. The ceremonies were limited by security concerns after the September 11th terrorist attacks in New York on the World Trade Centers. A befitting ship that survived so many crises, the New Jersey opened as a museum and memorial on October 14th. In 2004, the U.S.S. New Jersey was added to the National Register of Historic Places and the New Jersey Register of Historic Places. She has been designated as the State Ship of New Jersey and is now a member of the International Historic Naval Ship Association.